Okay, a couple of years back now, I wrote the book, The Carnivore Diet. This has been, quite a few people have used that book as an introduction to carnivore, as a way to learn about the diet, implement the diet with I would say, quite good result. And generally, the reviews of that book, if you go online, there's, I don't know, 4,000 something of them, generally all pretty good. Occasionally, occasionally I get a one-star review, and this one I thought was quite funny, and this is what it looks like here. And so this is apparently a naturopath who takes issue with the fact that people are using carnivore diets and says, as a physician, they see labs and people's cholesterol is often high, and therefore that negates I guess the whole point of the diet, I suppose, if your cholesterol goes up. And questioning that any MD that writes a diet book you should view with skepticism. And and then he refers to, or he or she, I guess, refers to the sort of the blood type diet, which again is interesting to say the least. I will say that in my experiencing with regard to carnivore, what blood type is appropriate for carnivore, I would say kind of red blood type. And I mean, I'm saying this jokingly, but seriously, I've seen people with A, B, A, B, O, whatever. All people thrive on carnivore. In fact, if you are willing to list your blood type in the comments and say, has carnivore helped me and I'm whatever, O minus or sorry, O negative or A positive, whatever you might be. But this goes on to, and then this prompted a thing about, well, what are your credentials, Dr. Baker? Are you a nutritionist? Did you receive some additional nutritional training in order to sort of pontificate about nutrition? As we know, we have to have apparently a certificate in order to know how to eat as a human being, apparently. And while I will say that no, I do not have any additional certifications with regard to nutrition, I did get an MD. I spent a couple decades doing clinical medicine. I'm very comfortable with taking care of disease. And, one of the things, this is an interesting concept. People say, well, doctors don't get a lot of nutrition training. And that's true. That's unfortunately true. I was thinking about this. What is something that doctors get even less training on is how to deprescribe medications. I mean, you might get a week of nutrition, but you get like 15 minutes on how to deprescribe drugs, quite honestly. But back to qualifications. So I probably singularly, more than just about anyone, I can argue, has been, talking, looking at, researching, day to day with people doing this diet. So I think unequivocally, I am a leading expert in the world on carnivore diets. I think there's no doubt about that. And so you may not say I'm not a nutritionist and not expert on vegan diets and all these other diets, and that's fine, I'm not. What I do know is the effects of a carnivore diet in the human body and how to implement it, the problems people run into sometimes, how to make adjustments, and more importantly, how it can help, with certain disease states, which is why I really, that's why I really push this. I talk about, this is a therapeutic protocol. Now, if somebody wants to turn it into a lifestyle, that's a different issue, and I'm fine with that as well. But saying that, oh, we don't have long-term data on that. You don't really have good long-term data on really any diet out there. We've got long-term, sort of observational data on the standard American diet where everybody's fat, sick, and dying, right? So, but to dismiss that, and say that, well, we don't know what's going to happen long-term, while at the same time prescribing some new drug that we don't have long-term data on, to me is always quite interesting. So anyway, I will say, as far, and I kind of alluded to this, I think yesterday or the day before, we will see more studies being done on this diet. I know that because I'm helping getting these studies done. Right now, I'm putting these studies together, and we will see studies on diabetes, autoimmune disease, and probably a lot more when it comes to carnivore diet. So it's exciting times. Anyway, hopefully you guys had a wonderful Christmas. Hopefully you're looking forward to the new year. If you're waiting until January 1 to start World Carnivore Month, hey, that's fine too. But, like I said, it's never too early to start taking care of your health. And my prediction is that we are going to see a lot more people adopting carnivore diets, carnivore style diets, animal-based diets, because they just work. And I think it's hard to suppress the truth. And whether you like my book or hated my book, it's irrelevant to me. I'm not in it for that. I'm in it for I've got 4 kids. I want those kids to be in a world where they can actually be healthy, right? And not sort of consigned to the, oh, well, everybody's fat, everybody's sick, everybody's eating this ultra processed food. Here's your various drugs to manage that. To me, that is not an acceptable future. And hopefully you guys feel the same way. All right, guys. Well, I can get back to it. We'll talk to you soon. And remember, take care of yourself, stay strong, keep pounding those steaks and hamburgers, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.